Week 7 matchup here. We got the Raiders heading out to Chicago to take on the Bears. The Raiders are favored by 2.5. The over-under on this one's 37.5. This will be an interesting one here as well. We have two starting quarterbacks not playing here. But what are your thoughts on this game?
I'm taking the Bears. I think Brian Hoyer is going to be playing quarterback for the Raiders. Devontae Adams came out kind of screaming this week saying, look, y'all brought me in to catch the ball. You got to throw me the ball, right? So I think that they're going to be able to kind of have their way with Chicago here through the air, as with most teams have had. But I expect there to be some points here, right? Vegas is traveling. So I think that they're going to be a little bit more susceptible. I think that their run defense allows Chicago to stay in it because the Raiders are a little porous against the run. So I think that allows things to stay close for a little while. But I think ultimately maybe it's a defensive turnover, maybe a special teams play. But I do think we sneak to the over in this game. But I do have Vegas covering.
Fair enough. I'm right there with you with the Raiders. The Raiders hitting that cover on that one. The Bears have been just bad all the way across. Right? They've missed catching the covering the spread in most of the games. Right? Like they're 1-4-1 against the spread with a 1-5 record. This is one though that I'm right there with you that the Raiders cover the 3, but I don't know that we're going to see that many points put up in this one. Yes, the Bears defense is bad. Yes, the Raiders defense is bad. However, we've got, journeyman, career backup Brian Hoyer playing starting quarterback for the Raiders is what it looks like. Tyson Baguette or Banjette. It looks like he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears. Roshan Johnson also out of this one. You have Khalil Herbert also out of this one on the Bears side. So it looks like Donta Foreman's kind of a full go for the entire work of the backfield again, it looks like. So this is one of those that I think we're going to see an under in a kind of just a grimy game to watch. This one here is not going to surprise me if we look up and we see this end 17-14 in favor of the Raiders. One of the props that I like is I do like Michael Mayer to go over 20.5 receiving yards. We've seen this. We've seen Michael Mayer come out and touch about 40 yards 2 weeks ago. He had his coming out party, kind of that breakout game there with that big flash last week. I think we see that kind of continue in 20.5 receiving yards. Seems a little low in this one.
No, fair enough. I have Devontae Adams. I just lost my spot. Over 67.5 receiving yards. Like I said earlier, he was screaming a little bit, saying, give me the damn ball. And I think the Raiders are going to oblige you a little bit. They're going to find ways to get him fed early, often, keep him happy, settle the rumblings here a little bit.